On the 2nd of October 2025, Fidelity Bank hosted a send-off for Professor Benedict, Oramah, celebrating his monumental contributions to the Africa trade and finance. The event was planned by Creative Workflow. It was a night of prestige and legacy with top government officials, music artists, business moguls, among so many others present to celebrate with a great man, Professor Benedict Oramah. Professor Benedict Okechukwu, popularly known as Oramah, GCON, was born on the 24th of July 1961. He is a Nigerian, of course, a native of Nneka in Idemili local government area of Anambra State. He was the chairman of board of directors of the African Export-Import Bank, Afreximbank Bank. He was elected president of the African Export-Import Bank in 2015 and re-elected for a second term in 2020. He was retired on the 28th of June 2025, shortly before his 64th birthday. Guys, I think I've said enough. This event was lit. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. So here we have the MD of Fidelity Bank leading the governor of Lagos State to his chair. The governor of Lagos State is such a jolly good fellow. The MD of Fidelity Bank is a huge fan of FLAVOUR, Dr. Nneka, Onyeali, who assumed office in January 2021, making her the first female MD/CEO of Fidelity Bank, a position Mr. Peter Obi has held in the past. Whatever Mrs. Nneka is doing, she doesn't joke about FLAVOUR. You would see her dancing and singing. Guys, if your papa no get money, try get talent too. If he open doors, give you access to people where you no go ever believe say you go mingle with. So here we have former talents from The Voice Nigeria, Precious Emmanuel, having the time of his life, walking around and being greeted by top dignitaries at the event. He came alongside his singing choir. He has, I wouldn't say it's his own, but he belongs to a choral group that sing at top events, but he is the most popular among them. I guess that explains why you can see him going around greeting people. He's such a soft, sweet boy, an example of no be to win the show be the cocoa. What you make do of the fame you have gathered, the experience is what matters in the end.
Special kind of woman.
So we have Precious exchanging pleasantries with the MD of Fidelity Bank, and he brought alongside his colleagues in the choral group. So sweet and beautiful. You will know that she is such a mommy.
Together we go on the way, leading somewhere.
So let's take a brief break from the event and take a look at the entrance to the venue. Here we have photos of the celebrant, and this is the protocol point where people got checked. Every time I see people who have read to this point, I just pray and wish someday I will get to celebrate my sister like this. My sister has her PhD. She has lots of certifications. But guys, Nigeria, like my sister has never worked in a proper corporate setting. Like it makes me really sad sometimes. Like I just wish we had the connection to get her a job. The funny thing is at this point she has passed the age. So except a miracle happens, the possibility of getting a job is not a walk in the park. She made a 2-1 economics, her master's degree, a distinction, her PhD, perfect results. She's currently running her icon. She has certifications in safety. My dear, it makes me really sad though. Every time I see people being celebrated for, their academic pearls, I just can't help but wish that it was my sister. Because sometimes when I read these people's biography, you realize they started really early. But my sister has never been lucky. She's not gotten a job. Like, I just pray God she just, I don't know, like LNG, Nimasa. She's more than qualified for the job. She keeps just doing small jobs, managing here and there. And people are not gonna lie, you. That's why even when they talk of me, why can't you go and do your masters? I'm literally the only person in my house that has just a single degree. And to be very honest, I don't have regrets. I don't intend getting extra degrees because waiting I want use am do. No be money I dey find. Like I look at my sister, she's going for classes for this, she's spending and the Nigerian factor, you get to a certain age and you're almost not employable. You can tell that the celebrant and his wife are huge fans of Ijele One.
Festivities present tonight. Coach Kope, what's trending? That's what he always calls me. Good evening, sir, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. Your presence is well appreciated. As we continue all for joining us this evening to celebrate a Titan. The theme said, celebrating a Titan. And you all certainly dressed to honor greatness tonight. We are witnessing tonight. I can't hear you guys clapping. We are celebrating a Titan. Do you know what a Titan means? I'll let you all know in a few moments. Now let me tell you why we are here tonight. Tonight is not just another event. Tonight, we're celebrating Professor Benedict Oramah, a Titan. I don't use that word lightly. A Titan is not just successful. A Titan is transformative. A Titan doesn't just participate in history. A Titan shapes it. A Titan doesn't just build a career. A Titan builds legacies.
So we have Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State exchanging pleasantries with other dignitaries before taking his seat. So guys, let's listen to the MD speech. I love to listen to brilliant women speak. So make una no vex abeg.
It is with great pleasure and joy that I welcome all of you to this very special evening, put together to celebrate the man whose legacy transcends story of fathers and generation, Professor Benedict Oramah. Tonight, we gather not merely to mark a sense of party, but to take people to a lifetime of visionary leadership, unwavering dedication, and transformative impact across the African continent. As chairman of the board and president of the African Bank, Professor Oramah has been a towering figure in African economic renaissance. His tenure has been defined by bold ideas, strategic foresight, and relentless pursuit of inclusive growth. Under his leadership, African Bank evolved into a continent. It has been a bridge builder, connecting nations through commerce and collaboration. His initiatives have not only unlocked capital, but have inspired confidence in African potential. Whether through the Pan-African payment and settlement system, support for intra-African trade, or his advocacy for creative industries, Professor Oramah has consistently demonstrated that Africa's future lies in our hands, lies in our unity, lies in our resilience and our self-belief. As we honor him tonight, we also celebrate the values and excellence.
So it's time to hear from friends and associates of Professor Oramah.
He first showed up at school, was an instant rock star.
Today he will make a dainty dancing doll. Tomorrow a soldier, gallant and tall.
Right from primary school, he has been setting a pace among his peers.
A very brilliant young man from primary school.
A promising, charming boy that was coming up. He was quite intelligent, he schooled, and came back with good results.
Exceptionally brilliant, right from the cradles.
From primary school, during his living education, he got the distinction. Secondary school too, distinction. Aggregate 9.
By the time he was in secondary school, the transformative genius that was made of had
his god of book. Professor Oramah is just like the proverbial chick that is destined to be a cock, which started from early days of his secondary school to depict seriousness academically.
We wrote our work and of course did the first jump and got into the university. The first jump that was ever conducted in this country.
That jump result of that year, 1978, was published in Daily Times. They published version of part of first.
FLAVOUR has the capacity to get the senior ladies on their feet. I love to see that. So here we have the urban choir. They are fantastic and their niche is very funny and unique. So you can see them going to pay homage to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Governor Sanwo-Olu is so pleasant. So we have the urban choir serenading Professor Benedict. So like I said, their niche is so unique. The record songs, like kind of remix songs of very popular artists, and I'm glad that they haven't been sued yet, although I feel like maybe they get clearance from the labels. You know, the good thing about life is that there are, or when I say talent, is that there are so many things you can explore. But the problem is the knowledge, like, do you even know that this is possible? Sometimes I see people doing very unique things, and I'm like, how did they come up with this? How did they think of this? From Society Hotspot, we say all the best to Professor Benedict Okechukwu Oramah. We pray God continues to bless him.